Hello, Chicago Network is on the air.
Here's Bedard again with a shot. Scores! Connor Bedard!
And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls.
And it is good! Whoa.
He did it.
That one going way up there. Adios!
Yes.
La Pantera!
Here he comes. PCA to the plate. And wow! Inside the park home run. Pete Crow Armstrong.
Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I am Ryan Yannishadas, and it is time to focus. And this is Fan Focus Live for our first time doing playoff baseball. This one is in a show so we can stay on YouTube. We're not going to be showing the game. I'll be doing some play-by-play. Hopefully you guys are watching along with it. But before we do, we're only 2 minutes away from first pitch. Talk about game one. Everything went perfectly right for the Chicago Cubs in game one. From pitching was a great job. Matthew Boyd did a great job. Bullpen came in 14 consecutive outs. They were able to face Nick Pivetta, who was absolutely lights out until the fifth inning, back-to-back home runs. Seiya Suzuki, Carson Kelly, who I said shouldn't even be in the lineup. He shut me up. Seiya Suzuki has homered in 5 straight games going into from back to the regular season. Then defense. Dansby Swanson saved 2 runs in this game, and therefore the Cubs were able to get there, and they got an insurance run in the 8th inning. Cubs win 3-1. They're 1 win away from going to Milwaukee and playing them Saturday night. But before you get there, before you get too cocky, you got to win one more game. I've heard the stats. You have heard the stats. For you folks that haven't, there's been 12 wild card series since 2022, since the way the best of 3 happened, and whoever wins game 1 has won the series every single time. We're hoping it happens again here. We're glad you're with us. It's Hello Chicago Network. It's Fan Focus Live. Cubs will open up with Andrew Kittredge, who had a scoreless inning in yesterday's game, looking to do it again, and then hopefully it'll be Shota Imanaga. So we're going to be going to the ballpark in just a second. Hopefully this team will continue to play well, and you're going to be able to see, because again, you guys are just going to be watching me. Also in between innings, we're going to show you some great moments of Hello Chicago Network. If you're new to the Hello Chicago Network, don't forget to please subscribe on the YouTube channel. We're at 39 subscribers. I'd love to be at 40 before I hit end live. So please go up to this thing right here. Take a picture of it. Please subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. We talk Chicago sports every Monday and Friday, 3:12 Central. But today, it's Chicago Cubs baseball. It's October baseball. It is October. It's time for Cubs playoff baseball. Andrew Kittredge ready to go. And he's throwing, and we are about ready for baseball. So we're going to get this thing going again. Comment as well. We'll be commenting. I'll talk to you guys as well. We'll do it all here. You're going to see my nerves. You might see some anger. You might see some overexcitement. I've never done one of these live, especially for a playoff game. So just tune in and see exactly what we're going to see. There's going to be a ticker at the bottom of the page. We're going to keep you updated as much as I can remember on the score. So we got all this going, and we are about ready for baseball. Andrew Kittredge ready. Fernando Tatis will lead things off and playing right field. Luis Arraez batting second, and at first, Manny Machado batting third. He's the third baseman. Jackson Merrill, the cleanup hitter at center. Xander Bogaerts batting fifth and at short. Swing and a miss, strike one to Tatis, and we're on their way. Again, the top of the order for the San Diego Padres in this series, or at least in game 1, did not show up. And again, this Padre team in the second and third inning had guys on base and could not get them in. They're going to need that. And that'll be a ball outside called by home plate umpire Corey Blazer. DJ Rayburn at first, Todd Tishner at second, Mike Michlinski at third. And then in the playoffs, you got left and right field, Ben May in left and Eric Backus in right, and a leadoff single for Fernando Tatis Jr. And that's what the Padres need if they're going to force a game 3. They're going to need these guys to get on. And again, this is what I'm worried about. I have been nervous about this game all day. And that's because I feel like everything went so perfect for the Cubs. Craig Counsell did a great job yesterday, and everything he pulled the strings, did a great job. Have we ever seen it go 2 days in a row perfectly? We'll see. So Kittredge of the first inning, Luis Arraez now will stand in. He'll bunt one foul 0-1. Tatis at first. So we have Tatis, Arraez, Machado, Jackson Merrill, Bogarts, then Ryan O'Hearn, Gavin Sheets, Jake Cronenworth, and Freddie Fermin is your 9 batters here for the Padres. Padres in their road Browns, which they've had different varieties of these in the past. I believe the runner was going fouled away by Arraez. Probably only 1 inning for Kittredge. He pitched an inning yesterday. I'm assuming all hands on deck for both teams. Padres want to get a lead into the back end of that pen. Mason Miller pitched a phenomenal inning yesterday, and they're looking to have him come in a lead situation here this afternoon. 0-2 count. Wind is blowing in from right to center, so lefties might have it hard to get out of the ballpark today. 0-2 count, runner at first. Tatis led off with a hit. The pitch to Arraez. This will be a line drive, base hit into right field, and quickly 2 on, nobody out against Kittredge. And the Padres are, and now this is where they got it. Yesterday, they did this as well, not in the first, but they got this and they were able, and they were unable to score. So we'll see here. First and second, nobody out. You don't want to wake up the Padres. I'm just saying that. Luis Arraez struck out yesterday, something you don't see all the time. Even the announcers on the broadcast said that was a shocking, that it was almost the Cubs, or Matthew Boyd deserved an award for doing that. So 2 on, nobody out for Manny Machado, who has struggled. 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk. He's got 27 home runs, 95 RBIs on the season. Be a nice time for a double play ball. Ground ball, tapped foul, 0-1. Another game going on. The Tigers and the Guardians. Tigers have a 1-0 series lead in that one. And it is runner at first. And that's 1-1 the score in the bottom of the 6th. But let's see here. Down low, 1-1. Last start for Andrew Kittredge was June 25th, 2021. Again, you'd like to get him out here. Odds are it's going to be Shota Imanaga to come in, which there's a lot of worries there as well because he's giving up the long ball. But get out of this inning, and then you can start talking about Shota. 1-1 count, the pitch to Machado, down low, 2-1. Bullpen was flawless yesterday. 14 batters out. All the strings were pulled. 5 outs by Daniel Palencia, who's first outing off the injured list. 2-1 count. Liner foul down the left field line. 2-2 count. Padres, no, their backs against the wall. They want to be a part of history. And I keep hearing that stat, and it's worrying me because the Cubs always become that team where they give up a first to something. And I don't want them to be the first team to blow the 1-0 lead. We're going to miss. Strike 3, Machado down. So Machado's struggles continue. So 1 out, still runners at first and second, and out will be Jackson Merrill, the center fielder. These 2 guys coming up now are the 2 guys that got the big hits for the Padres to get them their first or their only lead of the ball game yesterday afternoon. So Machado's struggles continue. Runners at first and second. Tatis led off with a single. Arraez followed. So 2 on, 1 out for Jackson Merrill. It was Merrill doubled and then Bogarts doubled to get their run yesterday afternoon. 1 out, 2 on the first pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Merrill fast, probably can't turn the double play ball here, but see what you can do. 16 home runs, 67 RBIs. The young stallion, if you will. Jackson Merrill. 0-1 count. Fouled away 0-2. Packed house at Wrigley. I think I have a cousin there. Someone that cuts my sister's hair is a big Cub fan. So there are Cub fans in the house in the corner of Clark and Addison. Fans on their feet, towels going, trying to get a big second out as Andrew Kittredge. The 0-2 count. 1 away, the pitch. Ball low, 1-2. In the dirt. And these fans are feeling it. Wrigley seems to be the only place, because it bothers me because some stadiums just do not stand for like the big pitches. And when you know it's the big pitch, I've been in stadiums where I'm like, why isn't this crowd into it? And I'm not talking, Wrigley just don't do this for playoff games. They're in this in the regular season as well. 1-2 count the pitch, and it'll be a bluff over to second base. Tatis at second, Arise at first, 2 on, 1 out. Machado a strikeout, a 1-2 count on the number 4 hitter, Jackson Merrill. I'm Ryan Yanishadis. You're watching the Hello Chicago Network Fan Focus. We just did one on Friday. 1-2, tap foul. And I'm from the Padres' point of view, they want to come in here and quiet the Cub crowd. They did it early yesterday, but they only got 1 run. And then they got to depend on Dylan Cease, who's been good career against the team that drafted him, but he has struggled as of late, and he seems confident going in today. 1-2, ball, and double steal by Tatis and Arise. And now the runners are at second and third, still with Jackson Merrill at the plate, and now you got problems. Now you kind of need a strikeout here. So a nice double steal by the Padres. They're trying to get as many runs as they can. Now a hit scores 2. 2-2 count, fly ball, deep. This will be to right, playable for Suzuki. That'll get the run in, and the Padres will strike first in the first. So a sac fly that got the runner to third as well, and it's 1-0 San Diego. Here in the first inning. So 1-0. And again, in the previous 33 innings, they've scored 1 run total in the postseason. And then they just matched that there. Now it'll be Xander Bogaerts 1-0. They don't want to, for the Padres at least, they don't want to strand they definitely don't want to strand a runner at third base. One count to Xander Bogaerts. See if the Cubs can get out of this mess, only giving up 1. Remember, there was an inning yesterday where you felt this team, you felt that the Padres had a chance to take away. They only got 1 run. Line drive, left field, and it's right at Ian Happ, and the inning is over. Cubs only give up 1, so San Diego does get on the board first. Cubs we'll see what they can do next. Now it's time to tell you exactly. If you're watching Hello Chicago Network, let's tell you a little bit about what Chicago Network is. What's new in season 2? We're going from about 5-minute episodes, because I know we were draining your feed, or I was blowing up your feed every day with a new episode. We're going back old school. We're going to do 2 roughly 10-minute episodes every Monday and Friday. So you're going to begin your week with me and end your week with me. And with football season, that works so well, and also gives us a week to be able to process everything that happens in Major League Baseball, the NHL, the NBA. So all that stuff. So yes, we are going back to 2 10-minute shows. So Friday will be our next episode, 3:12 Central Time. And this is the thing that I think really bugged me the most, because our slogan for Hello Chicago Network is the focus of Chicago sports. But it just seems like at times after the playoffs are going on, and don't forget there is a Hello Chicago Network curse. There has not been a playoff team since we've been doing this, since the launch in April of 2021. And hopefully that's about to change with the Chicago Cubs. They're kind of backing in the playoffs, but again, we can start something new. But anyway, the focus will be on Chicago sports only, which means we're not going to go in depth about the MLB playoffs if the Cubs and White Sox aren't in it. We're not going to go in depth about the Super Bowl if the Bears aren't in it. And I know, don't even get me started. They've only been in 1 in my lifetime. And the finals and all that, we are here to cover Chicago sports, and that's exactly what we're going to do. If they're as deep as they go into the playoffs, that is when we'll go in depth with them. But if these teams aren't making the playoffs, then we're not talking about. We're here to talk about Chicago sports, not national sports. And people are probably, and then you might wonder, well, you got to bring up like the Super Bowl. You got to bring up this stuff. It's your sports, the championships. We want to know. And there will be, it'll be called Orion Focus. It's going to be kind of like, if you remember back in the day, I used to have Samson, which was really me. We're just going to have me. It's going to be called Orion Focus. And we're going to have different stuff because there's going to be 3 segments with 2 breaks. We're going to continue to do the Hello Chicago rewinds. We're going to look back at the past episode with the best moment, and we're going to take a look at that. So if you missed the last episode, I'm going to put a snippet of that last episode after segment 1. Okay, we're back here on Fan Focus Live. It's 1-0 Padres. They get 1 in the first, and they left a runner at third. We'll see if that'll come back to bite them. Dylan Cease on the mound. Your lineup has fouled away first pitch for Michael Busch. It'll be Busch leading it off, Horner and Happ, which if Horner and Happ, these 3 top guys have been great. Kyle Tucker hoping to get him going. Suzuki and Kelly, the back-to-back jacks yesterday afternoon. And then PCA, Dansby Swanson, Matt Shaw. Called strike 0-2 quickly on the leadoff man, Michael Busch. See, when I'm doing this, I gave so much crap to Carl Ravitch, who last week kept calling Michael Busch Matthew, or called him Matthew Busch on a home run. And I've done it. Tap foul, and it's still 0-2. So it'll be Busch, Horner, Happ. Anyone gets on, Kyle Tucker. You'd love to see a big game from Kyle Tucker here. Dylan Cease, his last 6 start against the Cubs, he's 4-0 with a 1.47 ERA. 0-2 count from Dylan Cease. Fly ball, right field, wind, keeping that in the park, and it'll be caught 1 away. He hit it right into the teeth of the wind into right field, and that's out number 1. So 1 gone. That one was hit deep. Looked like it was a little inside. And again, on a day where the wind's not howling in, so maybe that's a good sign that they'll hopefully get the contact. So 1 away. So 1 gone, and now it'll be Nico Horner, swing and a miss, 0-1. .297 batting average to close out the season. What a stellar year for Nico Horner. Started the season on the injured list, didn't play those games in Japan. Looks like he might have went the appeal over to first. He did not, says first base umpire DJ Rayburn. 1 away. 1-1 count. Padres with the early lead. Trying to force a game 3 tomorrow. Line drive, base hit into center field for Nico Horner. So Horner continues his offensive swing, and the Cubs will have the 1 on, 1 out for Ian Happ. Line drive, base hit, center field. And that's hard first 2 guys facing Dylan Cease, hard contact. And I'm not sure, because again, we're not listening to the audio, what the Cubs' plans are for the second. Is it Kittredge? I haven't seen anything about Shota Imanaga. They haven't shown him warming up in the bullpen or anything, so we'll see. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to Ian Happ. Happ looking to get a big October hit. The Cleveland Tiger game. Again, the Tigers looking to finish the Guardians off. They have first and third, 1 out. Ball outside, 1-1. And the Padres have announced that if there is a game 3, it'll be another former Cub, and that'll be Yu Darvish on the mound. Cubs have not announced it, but the way it's looking, Jamison Tyone is in line for that start. Could also think Colin Ray, swing and a miss, 1-2. Happ is not, Happ's been a very good contact hitter in the regular season. Didn't do much yesterday, and he's down 1-2 here with Horner at first. Kyle Tucker on deck if the inning gets to it. 1-2 count from Cease. Didn't look like he went, and he did not, says third base umpire Mike Machlinski. So 2-2 count to Ian Happ. Cubs did face Dylan Cease in San Diego in April. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Ian Happ goes down swinging. So 2 away, and now here's a chance for Kyle Tucker to have an October moment on the first day of October. I already had one comment. Look at this. Hello, it's 4 a.m. in Japan. Go Cubs. Yes, go Cubs. So hopefully, called strike 0-1 to Kyle Tucker. Hopefully you're staying up. It's 2:25 here Central Time, so probably 4:25 a.m. But hey, I had to do that kind of thing. I mean, we're spoiled here, obviously, because it's based around us. But those Japan games, the Cubs were in. Fly ball left field back, and that one will be caught and left by Gavin Sheets. So Kyle Tucker with the flyout after 1. It is 1-0 Padres. You're watching Fan Focus Live of Game 2 of the National League Wild Card right here on the Hello Chicago Network. Okay, we are back. Top of the second inning. Shota Imanaga in there now. And this is the key, is the keeping the ball in the yard. Ball 1-0 to Ryan O'Hearn. Sorry, the audio's not working. I don't know what's going on for the in between innings. But that was my trip to Petco in April. Ball 2-0 to Shota, or from Shota to Ryan O'Hearn. It'll be O'Hearn, Sheets, and Cronenworth. 1-0 Padres here, top half of the second inning. And it fouled away. 1-2, or 2-1. Cubs in their road or home whites with the blue pinstripes. Shota's got his hair cut a little bit. There was a point in the regular season, it was so long, had it like in a bun. Popped up. Is it going to stay in? First base side, it will be popped up and caught by Carson Kelly, and that's out number 1. So 1 gone here, top half of the second, and now it'll be Gavin Sheets. Thank you very much for watching here, Hello Chicago Network. Please subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. As every Monday and Friday, we have new new ones. And then also we have Fan Focus Live once a month. We did one at the end of September. We're doing the beginning of October. So now after this, we won't have, because we just did one on Friday, but I wanted to do a playoff game. And then the next one will be in November. So we'll have one for a while. Definitely the last baseball, one. There's only one baseball game in October or in November, and there's quickly 2 outs. I missed what happened, but 2 gone here in the inning. That was Gavin Sheets. So 2 out, and now it'll be Jake Cronenworth. 2 out. Ball way outside. Now, Imanaga, the thing that's been plaguing him has been home runs, and it's not like he's giving up 3-run homers. He's giving up solo shots. So that's been the problem, but those will be key here. And again, the first inning was always his rough inning, and that'll be a called strike 1-1 to Cronenworth. If he gets on, it'll be catcher Freddie Fermin. Cubs in the bottom half of the inning will have 5, 6, 7. Suzuki, Kelly, PCA. 1-1 count to pitch. Ball high, 2-1. Padres with a 1-0 lead on a sac fly. The double steal is what got them going. Two 2-1 count to pitch. Pop foul, 2-2. I don't know what happened to. I got to find out. I was on the other screen. I got 10 screens going here. And the Tigers they had first and third, nobody out, and did not get a run. Let's see. Here's the 2-2 count. The pitch to Cronenworth. Fouled away. Let's see here. Gavin Sheets fly to center. So that was a fly out. So my apologies there. But this is a watch along. So I'm hoping, and again, I'm not showing what's going on the game because I'll get kicked off of YouTube like I did on Friday. So lesson learned. 2-2 count from Shota, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nice job by Shota. That might be some playoff Shota there in his first playoff inning. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Cubs down 1-0. You are watching Fan Focus Live. National League Wild Card Game 2 on the Hello Chicago Network. Hello Chicago Network is on the air. Hello everybody, I'm Ryan Yannishatis. It is time to focus, and right now we're going to focus on the Cubs weekend series here at American Family Field. Through 5 innings in Milwaukee, all Cubs in game 1, 9-0.
So now Pete has been a hot hitter. See if he can do a little damage.
In the air, right center field. Freeland back at the wall. It's gone! Pete Henry Crow
Okay, we're back here. As you saw right there, and I guess the first one, I must not have had the audio. I must have put the audio on the wrong thing. But anyway, it is that was my trip to Milwaukee. Hopefully the Cubs are making another trip there this weekend. Swing and a miss. Oh, a 1-1 on Seiya Suzuki. So a 1-1 count to Seiya, who had he's homered in 5 straight games. He homered in our first fan focus called Strike 1 and 2. He had a grand slam. That's probably been the highlight of these fan focuses. Was I said on the pitch, I'm like, try to blow this one open, and then the next pitch he hits a grand slam. Ball outside 2-2. Kelly and then Pete Crow Armstrong, who PCA had a great game. In that game we were showing you in Milwaukee, that was the first week of May. Cubs won the first 2 of that series. Fouled away. And there's some time implications. I don't want to get too far ahead because obviously the series isn't over, but it all depends on if the Yankees advance or the Red Sox advance, as if where the Cubs, or excuse me, the Brewers start that series. If the Red Sox win that series, I believe it's the Cubs or the Brewers series, ball low 2-2, will be at the game 1. Just saying, will be at 8:08 or 8:05. So they'll be the last game. If the Yankees win that series against the Red Sox, 3-2 count on Suzuki. Fans on their feet. That game will be a 1:00 game. 3-2 count. The pitch to Suzuki. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. So far looking good is Dylan Cease. He's had the Cubs number in the past, and he continues to. The next couple of half inning breaks, we're going to be showing you the best of Fan Focus Live. Our first 2, we did in season 1, we did like a practice one in June against the Cub Brewers. Then we had one just last week, Cubs Cardinals. So we'll show you some of the best moments on there coming up in the next couple of breaks. 1-0 Padres, ball low 1-0 to Carson Kelly. So it all affects that series. So the Brewers on Saturday will have either an 8:05 game if the Red Sox win, and again the Red Sox lead that series 1-0 of a best of 3. Fouled away 1-1 to Carson Kelly, and I put on comment. I believe it was on a Cubs page that I said, I don't know why this guy's in the lineup. He was so hot in the beginning of the year. I was at the game where he hit the cycle in Sacramento, and it was just ugh for like months. And then all of a sudden, and he shut me up yesterday. Was able to give them the go-ahead run. Back-to-back home runs. First time since the night to tie and to win the game or to take the lead. Swing and a miss is 2-2 on Kelly. Since the 1984 when the Cub Padres series, Padres won that series as well. That was the Leon Durham. The ball went through the glove. Before my time, I didn't get to deal with that heartbreak. My first heartbreak was 2003. 2-2 count. The pitch. Popped up. This will be shallow. This will be Bogarts calling everyone off. Shallow left makes the catch. Left center, I should say. And that's 2 away. Now it'll be Pete Crow Armstrong. And he is going to be, ladies and gentlemen, Pete Crow Armstrong is my pick to click. The 2 Fan Focus Lives we have done, he has homered. I believe he homered twice on Friday. Hit his 30th of the year. Ball 1-0 up high. Bottom of the second inning. Padres getting a run. You got to think positive, at least for the Cubs. Padres have left guys on base in this series. 1-0. Swing and a typical 99 from Dylan Cease. I didn't know he had that in him. 1-1 count. And PCA wants to do something here as well. The 1-1 count, the pitch. Ball low, 2-1. If he can get on Dansby Swanson, who I will address Dansby Swanson when he comes up, but definitely what a game yesterday defensively. Saved 2 runs. Padres trying to get this to a game 3 tomorrow. Swing and a miss, 1-2 to PCA. And Dylan Cease, like I continue to say, has had the Cubs number. And it continues so far. Early on, this game is on ABC. Ball low, 3-2. So a full count to PCA. Pitch count at 31, so pretty good for Cease. And they know you don't really want to see the back end of their bullpen. 3-2 count. Fans rise again. The pitch fouled away. Yeah, the games are. This series is on ABC. I talked to my mom the other day. She's a big General Hospital fan. So Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday, and she said it's in a good part of the season. So hopefully after today, she can get her General Hospital back tomorrow. 3-2 count. The pitch popped. Foul, and it'll go out of play. Looking to the top half of the third inning, it'll be 9-1-2 for Mean, and then it'll be a test for Shota. It'll be Tatis and Arise, the two guys that got on base that really started things for the Padres in the first. 3-2 count. The pitch to PCA, and oh Lord, what a bad swing. Ball was way inside, and it was one of the hackadoodle-doos. So that'll end the top half, or the end of the second. We're going to the third on Fan Focus Live. Padres lead 1-0 here on the Hello Chicago Network. The north side of Chicago, 1-0 count. Ground ball, line drive, base hit to right field. That'll get Curio in. And just like that, the Brewers take a 1-0 lead. So after the Cubs, Jamison Tyone didn't give up a run in their last meeting, and the Brewers will strike first here in the first, and they've gotten to Jamison Tyone. 1-2 count. Fly ball, that one's deep. Going back, and it's gone. Good night baseball, PCA, and the Cubs take a 2-1 lead. Fly ball, left field, hit deep, and it is gone. Good night baseball for Collins, and it is 8-3. And that could do it. Did you give me a lion?
You got to go to full screen for this one, though.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think you have this.
Okay. Oh, wow. Is that the World Series?
Yeah, it's Russell.
Is that the celebration in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't have that.
Didn't think so.
The pitch. Ground ball to short. Got him at second, says CB Buckner. Cubs do get a run. That ball hits some green grass. Ground ball into the hole. Not going to get anyone. It's a one-run game. Nice job, Nico Horner. It's 8-7. To Suzuki, the pitch. Ground ball to third. Gets them to second. And the Brewers hold on. Put it in the books. Okay, we're ready here. Top half of the third inning. Fermin will lead it off against Shota. Fouled away 0-1. Top of the third, 1-0 Padres. They got a run in the first, and those guys are coming back up here in the inning after Fermin. So you want to get this out. Ryan Yanishatis with you. Hello, Chicago Network. Cubs, Padres. Fan Focus Live. We'll be announcing a little bit later on our next one in November. Also later on, I'm going to release the trailer to my to my third My Life, My Way. Ball high, 1 and 2. So that'll be coming up, I believe, the bottom of the 8th inning. Mike Schilder showing the manager. former manager of the St. Louis Cardinals. 1-2 count, the pitch to Fermin. Fly ball left field, and it's going to go out all the way to the wall. One hops the wall, and it's going to be a leadoff double. So the Padres are feeling it today. The bats are there. And now that's not what you want when you have the meat of this order coming up here in the third. You wanted to get the 9-hitter, and now you got to go back to the top of the order. And now we got to see what Shota Imanaga's made of here. Had a very good second inning, which was actually his first inning. And you can see the Padres are motivated here. They want to get that W. 2 out, or 1 on, nobody out. Runner at second. Fernando Tatis Jr. now. Fly ball, to right field. Suzuki's there, makes the catch in foul territory. Sound like my mom now. My mom always mixing it. My mom always says, "Oh, it's Suzuki. He's the one that sings in the shower in the Cub commercial." No, it's Shota. But Suzuki makes the catch, and runner does not advance. That's 1 away. Made the catch in foul territory. It's a big first out. So 1 gone, and now it'll be Luis Arraez, who, again, it's hard to get this guy out. He's a batting champion. He's 1 for 1 already today, and they can get it. This is tied for their biggest lead of a game so far in this series is 1. They have left opportunities there, which I watched some Padres podcasts yesterday and some radio, and they were talking about it, how frustrating it was for this team to leave guys on base. 1-0 count, called strike 1-1 to Luis Arraez. Top half of the third inning, 1-0 Padres. Shota Imanaga on the mound. First inning was Andrew Kittredge, gave up 1 run. The double steal is what hurt him. Called strike because it was a sac fly that got him, that got the run. Called time by Arraez. Runner at second. And Dylan Cease is dealing. I feel like he's got good stuff today, and he's motivated. He has pitched every time he has faced the Cubs. He has pitched great. And it happens again today. 1-2 count. The pitch. Ground ball to second. Runner will advance to third. Throw to first, and that's 2 away. So the runner does get to third now, and it'll be Manny Machado, who has struggled in the playoffs so far. And we'll see if the Cubs can get him out here. Ryan Yanishadis with you. Don't forget, feel free to comment. We already had someone tune in from Japan. So I don't know what the name was, but yeah, they were watching from Japan. Good day to watch from Japan. The Cubs have Shota Imanaga on the mound, and Seiya Suzuki's hot. So there you go. First pitch to Manny Machado. Did he go? He did. And it was a strike in the zone, called the ball, but went around, and it's 0-1. That was DJ Rayburn at first base. Again, 6 umpires in a crew in the playoffs. And you got instant replay. Really should never be a mix-up. Popped up for Machado. This is right field. Seiya calling him off, says he's got it, makes the catch, inning over. Going to the bottom half of the third inning. Cubs down 1. You're watching Fan Focus Live on the Hello Chicago Network. Good moments in this one. Not many Cardinals ones. 2-0. Fly ball. That's into the wind. That one is deep, and that one is gone. Good night, baseball, Nico Horner, and the Cubs take a 1-0 lead. Fly ball hit deep. Right field and gone. Good night, baseball, PCA. And the Cubs take a 3-0 lead. PCA knew it as soon as he hit it. And Julio Toledo. The Cubs take a 3-0 lead. That's what you like to see. That's what you want to see from PCA. An absolute bomb. Fly ball center field. It's in the wind. It's up. Does he have room? It's gone. Good night, baseball. Michael Busch. And it's 4-0 Cubs. Let's add another home run. Why not? And Miles Michaelis continues to get bit by Bush, risking everything. You're in the playoffs. Line drive. That one's going to go all the way to the wall. Shaw. And he's going to go for three. Again. Third. Full one out. Triple for Matt Shaw. And the Cubs get that run right back. Line drive, base hit down the line, fair ball, Michael Bush. Make it 6-1. There's the 5-run lead for the Cubs, and an RBI double, Matt. Michael Bush. See if Suzuki can really put this one out of reach. 2-1 count the pitch. Fly ball, left field. Like I said, it is gone. Good night, baseball, Seiya Suzuki. And he did exactly that. Put it out of reach. Grand slam to honor Dave Niehaus. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. Okay, we're back here on Fan Focus Live, our third edition. You just saw the highlights of the first two we did, and they were fun. Fly ball and that'll drop base hit for Dansby Swanson. He'll stay at first. In the left center, leadoff man on, and the Cubs finally, I believe that's their first. No, they got a hit by Horner, but great. And I didn't get a chance to talk about Dansby Swanson, so I'll get a chance to real quick here. I have dogged the man about his contract, saying this might be one of the worst contracts up there with, I think Soriano's was rough. I know he was on some playoff teams, but I feel like he struck out way too much. And then also Jason Hayward's. But what he did in game one, saving this team, 2 runs on defense, I'm going to shut up for now. And now he's got a single, so let's see what they can do. Matt Shaw now will come to the plate. Runner on here, bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Padres. And Matt Shaw takes a strike 0-1. Had a sack bunt, old school baseball in game one, and that sack bunt was the first one since college at the University of Maryland. And to be able to get it down, fouled right off the helmet of Hermine. Cease going to kind of take some time here. Same with the umpire, going to walk the ball out, and Mahone warming up in the bullpen. So again, that's all hands on deck. Padres need this game if they want to see a game 3 tomorrow afternoon. As of now, it's a 2:08 start if that game happens. Postseason career, no starts longer than 3 1/3 for Dylan Cease, and he's in the third inning. So he's pitched 2 complete. Fouled away. 98. Runner at first. Top of the order coming up next, and Michael Bush. And Brian Rocchio just hit a home run, and the Guardians drilled down the line, foul by Shaw. And the Guardians have taken a 2-1 lead. He had a walk-off home run the other day that gave them to clinch the division on a walk-off home run. And now he's trying to keep their season alive. 0-2 count to Shaw, fouling him off, and he'll swing and miss strike 3. He was in swing mode. So 1 gone. No, wait. They're saying foul. They're saying a foul tip. And Mike Schilt looking at the umpire, and he said, F and ask the first base umpire. I didn't think he touched that. I don't think he did. And I didn't look like it's, and that's home plate umpire Corey Blazer. And that is going, there's no discussion here. So let's see. I got a K in the book already. And now there's problems with PitchCom. So the last couple of half innings, we saw some of our best moments from Fan Focus Live. We're going to be starting now, showing some stuff of like something I don't mind doing is embarrassing myself if I lose a bet. So the next bunch of breaks, you're going to see some of the when we used to do Hello Chicago ball 1 and 2 to Shaw, but you're going to see some of the bets I lost doing football picks or doing NCAA was terrible when we all had a group together with myself, Brandon, and Anthony, who tried to take my company, and I haven't heard from since. But I had to pay off some bets, so we're going to show you some of those as well. Fly ball right field. It's into the wind. Playable for and caught by Tatis, so 1 away. So it goes from a strikeout to a fly out. And right now they're showing the home run. Rocchio in the bottom of the 8th inning gets the big hit. And again, I believe only one series out of the 12 have forced a game 3. And the first game of the day, and the Guardians have a runner at second base as well. So 1 out, 1 on for the Cubs. Cubs trying to end theirs. They don't want to go. I don't want a game tomorrow. Ball 1-0. Ball gets away. Swanson's going to get to second. I think that's going to be a wild pitch. And they're going to get another run there in Cleveland. Another run scored, and it's 3-1. And Detroit had opportunities in that game. And it is bumping there in Cleveland. And again, they got their win. They got Tyreek Skubal yesterday. So 1-0 count. Now see if a hit could get the Cubs on the board. Fouled away 1-1. You got your guys in your order right now that are coming up that can hit the baseball and that can make contact. Find some green, especially the guy on deck, Nico Horner. But Michael Busch has been over 30 home runs. I believe he was the home run leader. First one since Rizzo to hit 30 home runs. Just phenomenal. Ball inside. 2-1 the count. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Runner at second for the Cubs. 1-0 Padres. They struck first in the first off of Kittredge. So far, 2 innings for Shota Imanaga. No runs given up. 2-1 count. The pitch. Didn't go. They'll appeal. And excuse me, I guess he did. I guess I don't know anything with these damn umpires today. Says Mike Michlinski. And that now takes the count to 2-2. They're showing the replay now. Give or take. So a 2-2 count to Busch. You'd love to see him hit a ground ball up the middle here. Craig Counsell looking on as well. Always looking nervous. No matter what team. Brewers, that used to drive me nuts how they'd show him pacing back and forth. 2-2 count to Busch. Line drive drilled foul. Down the third baseline. Those are usually the seat, like not the first set of seats down the third baseline, but third baseline and first baseline, the 200 level. You don't have to, if you're ever going to a game or you want to know where to sit, you don't want to worry about the poles. I know that's a big thing. First and third baseline are I enjoy. Next pitch to Busch, great take. And actually, they said it was in the strike zone. So it's a full count, and the crowd will rise at Wrigley. Time called. See if they can get him on the ropes here. This will be pitch number 50 for Cease, who again has never gone over 3 1/3. It's a big pitch to see if he stays in. 3-2 count the pitch for number 50. The pitch. Fly drive right at the and he's safe at line. Okay, so line drive to short, caught by Bogarts. And I mean, any other time I was looking for that line drive, and then he slides at second, and we'll see. They called him safe, and they're going to review it, and this could be a double play. I think you get two replays or two challenges. So then you saw sliding at so the line drive caught right at Bogarts, and Bogarts and Swanson both sliding, and the call on the field is safe. And I don't know if it's going to be able to be. It looks like the tie goes to the runner. So, but that was a little higher, and the Cubs tie the game there. Things are going the Padres' way today. They're showing the replay center. 1-0 San Diego, bottom of the third, currently in a challenge or a San Diego challenge. And I don't know. I'm not sure. All the Padres infielders looking at and outfielders. I don't know. It's the infielders looking at the screen, and I think it's hard to tell because you can't really, from the vantage point. It's from the vantage point, like from probably the first baseline, so you can't tell. And in the call on the field does come into effect. It is safe. Is the call on the field? Now that one he looked out. I don't know. Will this end the third inning? Didn't want to kill that rally. Nico Horner on deck. You don't see that glove move. I don't know. I think it's going to be too tough to call. I will say that they're going to call it. I'll say that it's going to go that they keep it safe. Dylan Cease throwing some pitches. The call will stand. So Swanson stays at second. It's a line out for Bush, and now here's Nico Horner. One of the 2 hits today for the Cubs. That one's very close. I think if they call him out there and the Cubs challenge it, I think it stays out. It's just the way it is. So 2 out, and now Nico Horner is a contact hitter, running on anything. And a big chance here for the Cubs to try to tie the game with their best contact hitter at the plate. First pitch. Ball low, 1-0. Trying to get through 3 innings is Cease. Padres going to try to use that bullpen to force a game 3 tomorrow afternoon. Already a game 3 in the making in Cleveland. They're up 3-1 in the 8th. Called strike, 1-1. He can get on Ian Happ, who has not had the best at bats so far in this wild card series. Highest batting average runners in scoring position. Nico Horner is at 371 behind Bo Bichette, who's been injured. And he's also a free agent, going to be one of the key free agents. Fly ball right field, and again, fly balls for Nico Horner not good. And they almost collide, but 3 innings in the books. Padres lead 1-0. Cubs leave 1 squandered. We go to the 4th. You're watching Fan Focus Live, the National League wild card on the Hello Chicago Network.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hello! There was for Robin Williams.
1. That's gonna take forever.
I know. Well, I think we're gonna shove him in Smoothie's face.
Are we going countdown again?
No, I could just get this done. Okay,
right.
everyone. That's 2. That one I really shoved in my face.
I know. And it's about to fall off your face in a second.
I know, and I got it on my workout shirt. This is the one I'm supposed to bring to Dallas. Tastes good. Oh, shit, there it goes. I'm melting like a snow cone in Phoenix. That's another shout out to Robin Williams. Here we go. Number 3. Oh,
that one flattered.
Oh, it's good. Oh, this might have been a bad idea. Okay, that's 3. Oh, I hear this just flattering all over the place. That's 4.
All right, one more left.
1 left. There.
Oh, he's smashing the pies?
That's that. That was 5.
All over the place.
Oh, I can't even see.
All right, well.
Brandon, are you gonna be able to end this? I got whipped cream all over.
Yeah.
We're back here on Fan Focus Live. Cubs down 1-0, going to the top half of the fourth inning. We're 3 innings in. We just reached the hour mark here on Hello Chicago Network. Ryan Yanishadis with you. Fan Focus Live. Appreciate anyone that's tuned in. Listen, you just saw they're paying off some bets from football bets into my past. I got a few more of those. That's going to take up most of the chunk of our commercials. But Cubs down 1. Shota back in. 1-1 count now to Jackson Merrill. It'll be Merrill, Bogarts, and O'Hearn fouled away. And that should be 1-2. So 1-2 count. Fermin got a leadoff double in the third inning against Shota, but Shota was able to get out of it. 1-2 count. The pitch from Imanaga to Merrill. The pitch, ball low. Padres had Marhone warming up in the bullpen. So we'll see if that is it or if they're going to let him go in. It'll be 3, 4, 5 in the Cubs order. Happ, Tucker. That'll be a ball low. Happ, Tucker, and Suzuki. First playoff appearance for Shota Imanaga. First inning's been a struggle, so they gave it to Kittredge, which right now, fouled away, is the inning with the only time a run was given up. A sacrifice fly. So again, the Padres have not been hitting the cover off the baseball. They have struggled. Cleveland just put their game out of reach. Fouled away. A 3-run homer by Bo Naylor. 6-1 Cleveland. And there will be at least a game 3 tomorrow. So it all depends. Like, it's going to be the same time schedule as of right now. But if one of the series ends, I think that might push one back, and it'll be a leadoff walk to Jackson Merrill here in the top half of the fourth. And now it'll be Xander Bogaerts. So a deep breath there by Shota. Like I said, odds are tomorrow's starters would be Yu Darvish for the Padres and Jamison Tyone for the Cubs. Xander Bogaerts had a double and an RBI in the game yesterday afternoon. First pitch to him, ball low, 1-0. How long is the leash on him now? You'd like to get him through the 5th. I mean, it's all hands on deck, but then you got to start worrying about a game 3 and about your bullpen. I don't know if Palencia is ready. He got 5 outs yesterday. I'm not sure. Do you save him for tomorrow? Ball 2-0. And now the stress starts to happen with Shota. He's not landing his strikes. Visibly irritated by the way he snatched the ball with his glove. And this is a chance right here for San Diego to try to capitalize. Tommy Hadavi now out there with the translator talking to Shota Imanaga. 1-0 count or 2-0 count to Bogaerts. Runner at first, the leadoff walk to Jackson Merrill. O'Hearn on deck. Padres trying to be another team to try to not force a game. That's not history, but coming back from down 1-0 in a 3-game series. Brewers just licking their chops. There was a pitcher yesterday where they were doing workouts at American Family Field, and they had the game on the big board or the sideboard, not the big board, the one in right. 2-0 count. They're just sitting back and ready for Saturday. Called strike, 2-1. Looked inside. Cubs will take it, and then they just got to be prepared. The Brewers, are they going to be playing an afternoon game? If Boston wins today, they know it's going to be an 8 o'clock or 8 p.m. game. Throw over to first. For you football fans, Brock Purdy was just announced he's out. He just came back, and he'll be out for the Thursday night game tomorrow night. Not that has any effect on this. 2-1 count the pitch. Fouled away, 2-2. Again, wind blowing in today. We haven't seen any balls carry. Remember yesterday, the Cubs were able to get 2 home runs. They gave them a 1-run lead, and they ended up winning by 2. Keep the Padres at 1, where 1 swing you're in this game. You don't want them to get them up by more than 1, and I think it's trouble. 2-2 the count. Lollipop outside 3-2. So a full count. Full count to Bogarts with Merrill already on first from a walk. So not sure what to expect here. On the 3-2 count, the pitch. Fouled away. Down the middle. So I'm not sure, so if the Cleveland game goes, and then if that'll be see if that'll be the early game. So technically, the Guardians could be the first team to come back from 2-1 or down 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 to Xander Bogaerts. Inside pitch was a ball, but Cubs will take it. And he'll be out number 1, and now it'll be Ryan O'Hearn with a runner at first. The ball was inside, but he was able to get him to chase. Bogaerts does a couple hops at home plate. So 1 out, 1 on for Ryan O'Hearn. Oh, ball 1. That one was right in the mush. And he drops his bat. Does Ryan O'Hearn. He was acquired from the Baltimore Orioles. But that one, they're showing the umpire cam. Right in the mush. Didn't hit him. But now we'll see if that'll maybe show to trying to get in the head of Ryan O'Hearn. 1-0 count, the pitch, and they'll throw over to first. 1 out, 1 on. 1 in the ball game. It's 1-0 Padres as we're here in the top half of the 4th. 1-0 count, the pitch. Ball way outside, 2-0. Here we go again on the 2-0. 40th pitch for Seiya Suzuki. Fouled away, 2-1. Gavin Sheets on deck. Boy, how many former White Sox are in the playoffs? Look what one did yesterday. Garrett Crochet, who they just traded, which Brandon and I were in Boston, not this September, last September, and watched Garrett Crochet pitch at Fenway as a White Sox. And then he got traded there in the offseason. 2-1 count. The pitch. Lollipop nowhere near inside. It's 3-1. So this is going to be a swing pitch here. You would think. You don't want to put a runner in scoring position. Three-one count, the pitch. Tapped it foul. Was in the strike zone. And now it's a full count. Yesterday, if you watched the game, they had basically on the fans getting up at Wrigley. John Cusack was at the game. You could see him right on the left side. Three-two count, the pitch. Foul down the line. Oh, thank God. You don't want to get no second and third situation here. But the celebrities come out, and I kind of have a pet peeve about it at times because Bill Murray and Eddie Vedder always come out for the big games. They're not there at some game in April, freezing their ass off. Line drive, and that one will drop, base hit into right. Runner will hold at second, Merrill, and now it's first and second, one away. And we'll see what happens now. It'll be Gavin Sheets, the former White Sox. The division series begins on Saturday. That will be I believe the National League will be on TBS this year. American League will be on Fox. NFS1. Then the World Series is on Fox. Cubs need to get something here. They haven't had a strong pitched inning today. And it's a pinch hitter already. It's going to be Jose Iglesias. So Gavin Sheets is out. It'll be Jose Iglesias. And this guy helped the Mets lead their charge of the National League Championship last year. I don't think he's a singer. Ball high 1-0. But is he a DJ? Whatever he is, but oh my God, Mets or whatever took it off, and I think he was the heartbeat of that team making a run to the National League Championship Series. And then of course, the Mets did not bring him back, and the Mets didn't make the playoffs. On the final day of the year, fouled away 1-1. And he's trying to help San Diego. San Diego knows, I think they need a big hit here. And Shota Imanaga needs a big out. So one's got to give here in the top of the fourth. 2-on, 1-0 Padres, 1-1 count. The pitch. Fly ball, center field. PCA right there. Makes the catch. Didn't have to move. Merrill stays at second. And that'll be out number 2. So 2 gone here in the fourth. And now it'll be Jake Cronenworth. And then they're showing right now the highlight, the defense saved the game for the Cubs in game 1. Like I continue to say, I think I already said it here, Dansby Swanson's defense got the Cubs the W. I know the home runs did, and the great job by the bullpen, but he saved 2 runs. 2 runs, it's at least, who knows what happens. Called strike 0-1 to Jake Cronenworth. Lefty versus lefty. Again, it's a lefty-heavy lineup. That's why they brought in Jose Iglesias in that at-bat, because he's a righty. But they're going to leave Cronenworth in here, the second baseman. 0-1 count. Big insurance runs on base for the Padres. Ground ball, right or not right to Dansby. He gets it, throws the first. That's the inning. Padres strand 2 more. Cubs down 1. You're watching the Fan Focus Live of the National League Wild Card Series here on the Hello Chicago Network. 2 years running of me sucking at this. So here we go.
Oh, Daddy's going to be mad at you again.
No, this isn't the playoff predictions. No, this
Here we go.
He was a little worried when I walked in with the whipped cream.
I was thinking.
All right, is it the better whipped cream? Or is it not the Gordon's whipped cream?
This is great value.
All right, much better.
No, it's not really. I got a real Wetty Whip in the fridge, but my mom told me to use the dumb stuff first. So here we go. Okay, guys. I'm going to do it different. I'm going to get it over in like 5 seconds. Are you ready?
Do it.
Do the hello.
Oh, we're doing 2 at a time.
Oh, you get it in there. Get it in there. Ah, there you go. One more for the big galoot. Let's do it. There, you did it.
I can't see. We're back here on the Hello Chicago Network, Fan Focus Live. Ryan Yannishatis with you, the host of Hello Chicago Network. We focus every Monday and Friday, and Ian Happ will lead things off. Bryce Johnson now in. He's playing left field for the Padres. And now it'll be Ian Happ to lead it off. And it's a ball 2-0. Fourth inning for Dylan Cease. And remember, like we said, his longest playoff outing was one what was it, 3 1/3? 1-0 San Diego. Again, they strand 2 runners on. And that'll be a called strike. So it'll be Happ, Tucker, Suzuki. Anyone gets in. Carson Kelly. 2-1 the count, the pitch. Take low, 3-1. So now you got a swing pitch here. My sister texted me, how do I feel about this game? Said it's up in the air still. I don't really know how to feel. They're still in it. Padres aren't taking it away. Called strike looking, 3-2. So a full count. And again, do the Cubs go back to Shota? It'll be fly ball left field. No, this is trickling into the crowd. Machado racing over, slides near the dugout and can't get it. And he's getting up slowly. Went gung ho for that one. A lot of people racing over there. And it's official in Cleveland. 6-1 the final. There will be a game 3 tomorrow afternoon. And Machado's got the glove off. Trainer's out. He didn't like roll his ankle or anything. Just a tough slide. Sliding on that dirt. That right in front of the Cub dugout. And Mike Schilt out there as well, the manager. So taking some time here, walking it off. And he'll stay in the game. The next pitch will be number 60 for Dylan Cease. So Manny Machado back in there. It must be his left leg. And again, he's had a rough series offensively. And now kind of having one defensively there. I mean, got to give him credit. He went all out. Okay, let's reset here. 3-2 count. And once again, the Wrigley faithful stands up, trying to get into the head of Dylan Cease. The 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball way low in the dirt. And Ian Happ has not had a good series. Fourth strikeout for Cease. And two of those have been Ian Happ. So now it'll be Kyle Tucker, the designated hitter, flying out. In his first at bat, called strike 0-1. So Cease has given him every opportunity here. I mean, he's had struggles, but he's given them every opportunity to win this game. And the Padres have left guys on base. So we'll see if that leads to it. Ball high. Did he go around? He did not, says Mike Michelinski. 1-1 count. So Cease now is tied for the longest he's gone in a playoff game. 1-1 count. Ball high, very high, 2-1, 100 miles per hour. That's pitch number 63 for Dylan Cease. Cubs Padres now the only game going on. Right around the time this one's wrapping up, game 2 between Yankees Red Sox will be going at it. Ball low in the dirt. It's 3-1. They'll appeal down. Didn't go. Cubs trying to get a rally here. Bottom of the 4th, down 1. Padres are a pesky bunch. They're not going to go down without a fight. See if Kyle Tucker, see what he gets here. 3-1 count the pitch. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Full count, Seiya Suzuki on deck. Three-two count, full count. And strike 3, swing and a miss by Tucker. And Dylan Cease is dealing 5th strikeout today. And he continues his success against the Cubs. And again, can you keep this lead in San Diego? You keep this lead. You go to that bullpen, but then does that tax them for game 3 tomorrow if there is one? But again, you have to win today, or there is no game 3. Or say a Suzuki ball outside 1-0. So 2 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 4th. And it's 1-1 to Suzuki. And it's always like, it was like Bo Naylor and then Rocchio. Line drive. That's going to go down the line. Fair ball for Seiya Suzuki. All the way down the left field line. And a 2-out double for probably the hottest hitter on the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. Down that left field line is always interesting because, I mean, you could maybe even get 3 out of there, but nice job there. And Suzuki continued, beautiful swing, drill down the line. So now the Cubs, once again, now their opportunities, they had a runner in scoring position last inning and couldn't get him in. So Suzuki gets it there, and now it will be in meeting at the mound. Is that it for Cease? He's at 69 pitches, or is that just a... And no, Mike Schultz, he's in the dugout. He's not going out there. So it's Cease against Kelly. And they are walking Kelly intentionally to face Pete Crow Armstrong. And now is this where they go to the bullpen? And it is. So they're going to go to the bullpen here. Call to the bullpen. What a job by Dylan Cease. They're asking, they need a lot out of their bullpen today. We'll see if they can. We'll be back after this. You're watching Fan Focus Live on the Hello Chicago Network. Okay, we're back. Dylan Cease, great performance. Oh, another terrible swing by PCA. 0-1. They bring in the lefty, Adrian Morhone. Cubs have runners at first and second here. PCA, here's my pick to click. 0-1 count. Tapped foul off the ankle. If he can get on, Dansby Swanson, who's got a hit. Can't get the win, can Dylan Cease, but what a performance. Great job. Keeping his team in it. And the two runners on are charged to our property of Dylan Cease. So if they score, they go on his record. So the book's not closed on him yet. 0-2, 2 out, way outside. And they smart move there. I mean, even though the catcher was really far out there, but PCA swings at everything. And you'd love to have him. I know you'd love to have it later on, but there is no later on if there's not a now. Get that. You'd love to see him have his October moment right now. Why not on October 1st? Ground ball, first base, roller to a rise, and he'll make the play. So again, PCA slamming his helmet down. He's mad. Well, he says, God damn it. Through 4. The score is 1-0 Padres to the 5th. You're watching the Hello Chicago Network's Fan Focus Live.
As you see right there, I went 0 for 3 in the championship games in the Super Bowl, and that's why we're here. I just needed one.
You just needed one, but I came back and I am the winner.
You know what happened, though? This is the first year I've been sports gambling during doing these picks, and it completely took me off my game.
You should have took the Chiefs.
I really should have. I didn't even believe in the Eagles, but I thought I was going to win with the Chiefs, and with the money, but no, I did under 50. So really, I didn't win at all.
No.
Thank God for basketball.
You didn't get it. No wins. You got a loss.
Thanks, Brandon.
Yep.
But anyway, let's present this. The new names on it. It's leaving the den for a year. It's going to Brandon. Take good care of this if I don't knock you out with it first. But your first place champion for the football picks of the 2023 or 2022-2023 season, Brandon James.
Hey, I'm on a roll. I won the March Madness last year, and now I won the football.
Well, we'll see. We still got a lot more before that.
So, more things to do.
Yeah, so we'll have March Madness coming up with pies, but this one, I'm ready. I probably picked the best day. I actually won in this sense because it could be 20 and snowing right now, and I would get pneumonia. But Brandon put a freaking whole bag of ice in this thing.
Pop's gonna be upset. He don't go out here right now. So.
No, Pop's upset about what?
Well, it's being water.
No, it's gonna snow next week.
Is it?
Yeah, it'll be all gone. But anyway, so here we go. I'm paying off my bet as I am second place in the picks. Handed the trophy over. Brandon, you won first place. You get the honors to.
Are this from the back?
I guess. And the fact that I can see you do it actually makes me more scared because I'm looking at the camera. So I'm gonna move that.
Should we move the camera back?
No, I don't think it's gonna go that far.
It did.
You never know. I don't want to hear.
Do it.
I think I'd rather do the hot chip.
Santa Maria.
Oh, we're back here on Fan Focus Live. Cubs Padres here in the top half of the 5th inning. It'll be 9-1-2 for Mean. Had a double his last time up. And so we'll see what he does here. 1-0 San Diego. Swing and a miss. Shota still in there in the 5th. Going to be 9-1-2 for Mean. We'll lead it off. And then Tatis and Arise. Padres want them insurance. They want to have a 2-run lead. They are keeping the Cubs in this game, and now they're in their bullpen, which has been great, but they're not scoring. 0-2 count from Shota to Fermin. Did he go? Got him. Strike 3. He went around, says first base umpire DJ Rayburn, and that's out number 1 here in the top half of the 5th. So He went around. It was a check swing, appealed by the home plate umpire, Corey Blazer. So one gone, and now it'll be Fernando Tatis Jr. Ball outside, 1-0. Love to get this inning for Shota, and then see if he can come out in the sixth. You'd like an inning with no drama. Seems like there's always ducks on the pond and a chance for the Padres to keep it rolling. Ball high, 2-0. Two-zero count to Fernando Tatis Jr., who's 1 for 2, a single and a flyout, swing and a miss, 2-1. He is the lone run to score today. They already on ESPN got the countdown clock. An hour and 32 minutes till Red Sox Yankees. Pop fouling out of play. The reason Cubs Padres are on ABC. Two count. Bullpen starting. That is Mike Soroka. They got some long relief in the bullpen. 2-2. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. Luis Arraez on deck. This is the tough part of the order. San Diego's bats have not woken up. They have a 1-run lead. They've stranded guys on base. 2-2 count the pitch. Didn't go around in the dirt. 3-2. Don't want to let guys walk. They got, for Cubs long relief wise, I think that's their plan today. Soroka, and then they also have Aaron Savali. And then you also can think of looking at Colin Ray as well. 3-2 count the pitch. He didn't go. That'll be ball 4. So a walk to Tatis. And let's see how long let's see what the leash is on Imanaga. Because once again, I think, what is this? He had a 1-2-3 inning in the second. Faced 4 batters in the third. 5 in the fourth. And he's faced 2 so far here in the fifth. Top of the fifth, 1-0 Padres. Padres got their run in the top of the first. Arraez, so look at his strike, 0-1. And then on deck is Manny Machado. So an 0-1 count. That was pitch number 60 for Shota. He'll throw over to first, 1-1 or 0-1 still. No one count. Nice bunt by Arraez. Runner will get to second, and that's out number 2. So Arraez thrown out at first. That was a beautiful bunt. Really hard hit. So that gets Tatis to second. 2 outs, 1 on. So you've seen you saw my ice bucket channel, the last one. The next one's going to be in 3 parts because it happened. I said at the end of that I'd rather have done the ice or the 1 chip challenge. The next one I did have to do it once. It's a 3-parter. So the first one is up to the chip. Fly ball, left field, deep, and gone for Manny Machado. And there is the big hit for the Padres. Good night baseball for Manny Machado off of Shota Imanaga, and it's 3-0. And that's what the Padres needed. And again, he's been quiet this whole series so far. Not there. Absolutely rocked. And it's 3-0, and again, you didn't want to wake up the Padre bats. You didn't want to wake up this Padre team. You just did. Line drive for Merrill, foul down the line. Got every stitch of it, did Manny Machado. And again, he was struggling, and then, I mean, he yelled into the dugout. And this is where they needed this yesterday. But they're going to try to get it to a game 3. Cubs bats have been silenced. Tap foul. And they're showing right now, Tatis knew it. And those two, you get those two hot, that's huge for San Diego. 0-2 count, 2 out. And the trainer's out talking to Jackson Merrill. Boy, the trainer has got his work in this one. He already had to come out and talk to Machado on defense. Where'd this one hit him? Oh, it bounced and hit him in the ankle and then just tipped him in man land. So it boom off the shin guard and off the goods. Padres now with a 3-0 lead. And the thing Shota does the worst. He does here. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Pop foul. Yesterday's game went 2 hours and 25 minutes. Today, I mean, there's a lot more on the line in this one. Cubs hoping their bats can get back into this, but you're going to have to go through this bullpen. See if the Cubs can wear out the Padre bullpen. 0-2. Ground ball to first. There is Bush, and the inning is over. They get 2 on the Manny Machado home run. It's 3-0 halfway home. You're watching Wild Card Baseball, the Wild Card Series on the Hello Chicago Networks Fan Focus Live.
Well, it's official. As you see right there, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs for winning the Super Bowl. Congratulations to Anthony for winning the picks overall. Brandon's in second. He'll have to do the water balloons at some time. But I'm going to get this out of the way here on Valentine's Day. It's date night, and I have a date night with the One Chip Challenge. So I've got everything I need. I've got the hot chip. I've got the Brandon said you got to do the ice cream. Anthony did the ice cream last year, so I'm hoping that's going to help me. I got water here. I'm not sure why. But we'll see. So here we go. As I'll give you the play-by-play, and of course, each year I was the first one to point out when the heat hits. So we'll see when that happens. So right now, I'm opening the hot chip. And that wasn't a good start because there was something on that. That was hot. Oh, boy. I hate both of you guys so much. I don't know. You guys cheated. I should call a foul. You know, the only reason I did this, the only reason I lost, guys, is because of the fact that I lost my 15 points. I would have been comfortably in second place if I would have won that last game. Drives me nuts. But okay. We hit it. The hot chip is right here. Oh my God, I already smell it. I'm going to sneeze. Whew. Here we go, guys. I feel a sneeze coming. There's the sneeze. Oh, put on the protective glove. I already tasted it in my mouth. I haven't even put it in my mouth. This is not going to go well. Okay. Bag ripped. And for all the people that, especially Brandon and Anthony, you guys are going to enjoy this because I've talked all this crap. So I hope you guys are eating ice cream, watching me have to completely embarrass myself by having to do this, proving that I never thought I'd be in last place. I thought you two have really stepped up this year. So kudos. I deserve this. Here is Ryan's One Chip Challenge.
Boy, I'm leaving you on a. In the next half inning, we'll get my reaction to the one chip challenge that's coming up next. Cubs down 3-0 as we go to the top half of the bottom half of the fifth. Dansby Swanson will lead things off. It'll be Swanson, Shaw, Bush. Called strike 0-2. And Manny Machado, I said at the whole beginning of this game that they needed that big hit, and they failed to get it in game 1, and now they get it here in game 2 for Manny Machado and trying to swing their way to a game 3 tomorrow afternoon. I said earlier, if you guys were watching, because I did, I showed you what the Hello Chicago Network was. That'll be a ball in the dirt. What it is, and then I said the curse that a team hasn't been in the playoffs. 2 teams have been in the playoffs in the Hello Chicago Network era, and our 5-year anniversary is coming up April 1st. But it was the White Sox, and first I'm assuming it would be the Bulls fouled away for Swanson. It is 1-2. The Bulls lost in 5 to the Bucks, and then the White Sox lost to the Astros. Both teams got a series or a win in the series, but couldn't get the job done. So we're trying to see a series advance, and Swanson strikes out, and that's one away here in the 5th. Morhone pitched yesterday, and now he's pitching today in multiple. I guess it would be over an inning. So be interesting to see if he'd be available for a game 3 tomorrow afternoon. Like I said, I basically implied that the starters would be Tyone and Darvish. Ball outside, 1-0 to Shaw. Shaw and then Bush. Anyone gets on, Nico Horner. The lifer now taken out of the Wrigley crowd. Ground ball softly to third. Manny Machado there, throws to first, 2 away. So 2 gone here in the 5th. And now it'll be Michael Bush. Top of the order. Padres trying to get that momentum back. But I can guarantee you this, ladies and gentlemen, if there's a game 3 in this series, I can tell you, I can promise you, whoever wins that, I'm rooting for in the next round. Winner of this series will be in Milwaukee on Saturday. We'll have a full recap because obviously, depending on what happens in this one, we will have Hello Chicago Network. We'll be focusing on Friday, 3/12, no matter what. So stay tuned for that. We'll have a full recap. Again, not much going on. Bears are on a bye. Everything else is kind of quiet. So called strike 1-1. So it'll be basically us talking about what happened in this series or what didn't happen in this series. Tap foul for Bush. They're showing you Darvish right now, so you would think he'd be that starter tomorrow. If there is a tomorrow. And the Cubs still got 13 outs left. 1-2 count the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Morhone, fouled away. Thought it was a strikeout. The average fastball for the Padres is 96.5 miles per hour. Oof. 1-2 count. Did he go their appeal to third? He did not. So it's 2-2. Cubs trying to get some life back at Wrigley. No runs here for the Northsiders. And remember, yesterday they were shut out going into the 5th inning as well. And now they're yelling time. Machado ran on there like it was an emergency. Craig Counsell looking on, meeting on the mound between the players. Thank you for everyone that's watched Fan Focus Live. Our third edition, our second edition, we will announce what our third one is a little bit later on here this afternoon. Also have a trailer for my documentary coming out. Oh, it was because of the pitch timer. Machado yelled time. 2-2 count. Fly ball, shallow center, playable, easy for Merrill. Cubs don't get anything in the fifth. We go to the sixth. It's 3-0 Padres. You're watching the National League Wild Card Series on the Hello Chicago Network on Fan Focus Live. Now enjoy my suffering of the hot chip.
It actually tastes that bad. The heat's kicking in right now. So that sucks. Whew. But yeah, that's kicking in. Fuck. Yeah, time for some ice cream. Right now, the tongue is on fire. The lips are on fire. I'm crying. That didn't help. Whew. Holy shit. Whew. My eyes are red. That is no joke. If you guys had to deal with the same pain I'm dealing with right now, I'm sorry I ever put you guys through this. Wow. This is crazy. Oh, fuck. The heat is dwindling down on the tongue. Still on the lips.
All right, we're back here on Fan Focus Live. Watching that's painful, to be honest, because don't wish that on anyone. The one chip challenge, ground ball from and that one's going to be he's going to be safe at first. A dribbler by Xander Bogaerts, and leadoff man's going to be on here in the top half of the sixth. Machado getting interviewed by Jesse Rogers. And again, I don't think that's what you wanted. And he knew you didn't want to wake up this team yelling F yeah. He was on the Dodgers the one year when he got traded from Baltimore. I don't know if were the Dodgers in the World Series that year. I'm not sure. But they got a long road to go. But a win here, even up the series. Now the trainer's out for Xander Bogaerts. So a leadoff man on, and now it'll be Ryan O'Hearn. Game 3, if there is one tomorrow, will be at as far as I know, it'll still be at 2:08, and then that game will be on ABC. So I'll be pacing and panicking, not pacing, just panicking, watching that one. And again, we'll have and I'm going to film the Hello Chicago Focus after that. That'll air on Friday. And that's gonna so it'll be raw motion fouled away to Cronenworth. Ryan O'Hearn. So we shall see which way it goes and my thoughts. O2 count and Thielbar's in the game, and he's been pretty good. Ball low, 1-2. Cubs need some life. What a job by Marhone to just shut things down. Cubs really haven't been able to get anything go offensively. Great job by Dylan Cease as well. Ball outside, 2-2. Two count to O'Hearn. Runner at first. Ball low. They're not biting on these pitches either today. Three-two count. The pitch. Swung at ball 4. It was inside but fouled away. Time call. To another toss over to first. 3-2 count. The pitch. Ball 4. So 2 on for the Padres. Two on, nobody out. Still 2 more game 2s tonight. Already a game 3 set between Cleveland and the Tigers. That'll be tomorrow, I believe, at 12 noon. Looking to bunt now is Johnson. He came in defensively. Could remember they pinched hit Jose Iglesias. So 2 on, nobody out. Padres can really make their plans to have a game tomorrow if they continue with this big inning. 2 on, nobody out. Thielbar, the pitch. No pitch. And he's looking to bunt it, so I don't know we'll see if they can try to go to third. I mean, Bogarts, the trainer, was out there, so not sure if he's exactly can run that fast. 0-1 count. And he just swings and fouls it away. 0-2 count. Called strike 3. It was a lollipop. It looked like he was going to go for the bunt, and then he's like, "No, that's going to be a ball." Well, no, it was a lollipop right in the strike zone, and Corey Blazer called it a strike. So 1 out, 2 on, and now it'll be Jay Cronenworth. Padres Looking to try to put this thing completely out of reach. Thielbar, the lefty, ready. Called strike 0-1. Freddie Fermin on deck. 0-1 count. Cronenworth 0 for 2 today. 0 for 3 in game 1. This one hit, well, thought it was deep to center, but into the wind, 2 out. Bogarts will have to stay at second. So a fly out for Cronenworth, and now it'll be up to Freddie Fermin to try to do something here in the top half of the 6th. Three nothing Padres. They got the, and Craig Counsell going to make the call to the bullpen. So they're going to probably bring in a righty here. And again, you got to try to keep this a 3-run game. 3 runs is comebackable. We go to the bottom, or we'll be back after the pitching change. You're watching Fan Focus Live on the Hello Chicago Network. Okay, top half of the 6th inning. Cubs are bringing Colin Ray into the game now. Colin Ray's pitched pretty good as of late. And now he needs a big out ready for me. And so again, he's long relief. So I would say they're looking to have him to ball low 1-0. They need it, and I think that they need a big out here. And I'm thinking big innings as well, because I mean, you haven't seen Soroka, you haven't seen Savali. So maybe all hands on deck tomorrow. One 0 count. Ground ball to short. Swanson toss across, and they got him at first. Great stretch by Michael Busch. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 3-0 Padres. You're watching Fan Focus Live on the Hello Chicago Network.
That's some crazy shit. Like the ice cream soothes it for about 0.5 seconds. And that heat comes right back. Wow. So I did my 1-chip challenge. It's hot. We'll give you an update, but that flame still seeps. That fire. Whoo! The lips, the tongue, it doesn't stop. So now, if there's any more of an update, I'll give you one here on the crossover, but 1-chip challenge is done. Get me out of this fiery pit mesh. Get me out of here. Brandon, you're up next with the water balloons. So then our bets are paid off. Congratulations, Anthony. Congratulations, Brandon, for not having to deal with this. And screw me, because this shit is hot.
All right, we're back here on the Hello Chicago Network. Ryan Yannishatis with you. Fan Focus Live. We're back to doing our normal focus every Monday and Friday. That we return to that tomorrow, or on this Friday, 3:12 Central. We'll have a full recap of the wild card series between the Cubs and the Padres. We'll see if this series goes to a game 3. The Cubs currently down 3-0 as we begin the bottom of the 6th inning, and Marhone in again as he is dealing. And it'll be a ball 1-1. It's Nico Horner. It'll be Horner, Happ, Tucker here in the bottom half of the 6th. 2 hours into the Fan Focus Live. Appreciate everyone that's tuned in or watched a second. I know being a playoff game, it's definitely harder to, everyone don't want to sit and listen to me babble, but I appreciate anyone that's tuned in, checked it out. Mason Miller now warming up in the bullpen, and that's the key for San Diego. Ground ball off the mound, and everything's going the Padres' way. It was a ball hit off I think it went off the shoe or the mound of the pitcher Marhone, and went right to the first baseman, and he tags the bag. Like, you can't even. Yeah, well, right off, it looked like his ankle rolled to the one person over there. So the Padres have everything going their way here in game 2. And Marhone is dealing. So odds are he's not going to be available tomorrow as Ian Happ steps in, ball low, 1-0. Ball low, 2-0. 3-0 Padres trying to force a game 3 tomorrow. We'll have a full recap of that coming up on Friday's Focus to send you into the weekend. Hopefully to a division series. Cubs don't want to be that first team to called strike. They don't want to be that first team to allow the comeback. They win 3-1 game 1 yesterday. See if the Cubs can do anything against this bullpen. 2-1 count. Inside, 3-1 to Ian Happ, who has struck out twice today. Mason Miller, the righty. Like, Tucker is on deck. You would think Marhone would stay in for him. Ground ball right to the shortstop. Throw to first. Got him 2 away. Right to Bogaerts. And that's quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And now it'll be Kyle Tucker. This might be Marhone's last batter with Seiya Suzuki. 2 righties up next. The look on his face, I don't know if it's like he's in the zone or that ball went off his ankle. But him, just like Dylan Cease, absolutely dealing today. Called strike 0-1 to Kyle Tucker, who's 0 for 2. Got a hit yesterday, I believe, in game 1. but hoping for Tucker to he's in there as a DH, of course. Just got back in the lineup Friday when we did our Fan Focus Live. Ball outside, 1-1. Mahone not happy with the Corey Blazer ball call. 1-1 count, the pitch. Fouled away, 1-2. One-two count to Tucker. So then maybe they're looking at a full 7th inning for Miller. That's a ball outside, 2-2. Miller would go 2 days in a row. So now, I mean, if you can make him work a little bit, he didn't work much in that outing yesterday, but are all these guys like Marhone? Odds are he's not available tomorrow. This is pitch. He just pitched number 30. This is 31, fouled away. So you would think that they're really going to need to depend on Yu Darvish tomorrow. Cubs still have 2 guys in the back end of their, or 2 guys in their bullpen, Savali and Soroka, that they could still use in this series as long relief. Colin Ray in there as of the last inning. Did he go? He did not. Ball 3-2. He was trying to get out of the way, and they appeal down there. 3-2 count. Crowd getting on their feet. Just trying to see some kind of momentum, as its bats have been dead, and that home run definitely by Machado took everything out of this crowd. Fly ball, shallow center, and that one will be caught in the inning is over. So 6 innings in the books. Padres trying to force a game 3. We'll see if they can. Top of the order coming up. You're watching Fan Focus Live on the Hello Chicago Network. And then the final most memorable game hasn't happened yet, because it's going to happen on September 7th, 2025 this year. Dad, I already got the tickets. You haven't gone to a game in 2 years. You suffered a massive heart attack in December of 2022. You haven't gone to a game in 2.5 years. Wrigley misses you. I miss you. So I'm putting out the offer. I got the tickets. The day Sammy Sosa and Derek Lee get inducted into the Hall of Fame, I got tickets, you and me, to
is this a surprise? I don't know about this.
No, you don't, but
you're telling me right now.
Sammy Sosa's the reason that I became a Cub fan, and he's getting in the first time he's going to be at Wrigley Field in 20 some years. I want us to be there Sunday, September 7th, 2025. I want it to be your return to Wrigley Field.
Oh, well, man, you just hit me hard. I'm tearing up. Hold on. I can't wait. Top of the 7th inning. Great pitching job by the Padres. They lead 3-0 in the top half of the 7th. Fernando Tatis Jr. uphill at a fly ball in the second pitch to right field. Seiya Suzuki's there, makes the catch, and that's out number 1. So 1 gone in the 7th. Now it'll be Luis Arraez. As you saw right there, the interview with my dad, definitely an emotional day. He suffered a heart attack in December of 2022, was it? And didn't go to a game the last few years, battling depression, but finally good, and got a chance to go to Wrigley, and we're going to show some sights of that coming up in just a little bit. Take me out to the ball game I'm about to show you will be from when I was in San Diego. Now, this one might also be muted. So if it is a line drive by Arise. Suzuki plays it on a hop, and it's a 1-out single for Luis Arise. But if it is, then I guess I'm just going to manually sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And now it'll be Manny Machado who's got the big hit. The one that could, is that the one that's going to lift this Padre team to win 2 games in a row? I said it early, you did not want to wake this team up. And we'll see what Machado does here in the 7th. See if he's officially back with 1 on. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Colin Ray still in there. His last few performances starting in the regular season were pretty good. Ball outside, 1-1. Jackson Merrill on deck. Padres have just had men on almost every inning. Like there's only that second inning, that first inning by Shota. Besides that, they have had ducks on the pond, if you will, every single inning. 1-1 count to Machado with his 2-run homer earlier in the ball game. Fouled one off his foot. Boy, if these Padres leave Chicago in one piece, might be a miracle. One-two count. 2,069 career hits for Manny Machado. Of course, drafted by Baltimore. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So they get him there. So it's not exactly a miracle that he got a home run off of Shota Imanaga. Cubs are hoping for some life offensively, as it'll be Suzuki, Kelly, and PCA. Got to try to chip away, but you're going to have to face the big dog, Mason Miller, as Jackson Merrill fouls it away 0-1. He was 1 for 3 with a double and a run in game 1, and he's 0 for 1 with a walk here today in game 2. Ball inside, 1-1. So Friday's Hello Chicago, 3:12 Central to send you into your weekend. We'll have a full recap of this one, this wild card series. Give the take on it and preview. Well, if there is a division series, we'll preview it. Toss over to first. And if not, we'll just give your take on that. And then Northwestern is in action this weekend. Besides that, that's our Friday show. So tune in 3:12 Central on the Hello Chicago Network. 1-1 count. The pitch. Fly ball high in the air to right. Playable. Suzuki running, trying to get it. Looking in the sun, makes the catch. And that's the inning. So they do strand a runner. It's stretch time on the north side. Cubs need to make some noise, but they got to face Mason Miller. You're watching the Hello Chicago Network. Fan Focus Live. It's time to stretch. Welcome back here to Fan Focus Live. Cubs down 3-0. Boy, they've scored a bunch of runs in the games we've done. And Mason Miller's in the game now. But I think they scored, 7 in the loss to the Brewers, and then they scored 12 in the win over the Cardinals. So they've scored a bunch of runs. So the fact that they're scoreless is I wouldn't say shocking, but quickly 0-2 to Seiya Suzuki for Mason Miller. Suzuki, Kelly, and PCA here in the 7th. Cubs have 9 outs to try to make this a ball game. Can they do it? Mason Miller's the talk of the town. Ball outside 1-2. You'd love to. What the Cubs, what they need to do here is try to make him work, because if you make him work, is he going to be able to go a third day? And then maybe he won't be 100% tomorrow. Remember the Cubs? I mean, it's not the same thing. Ball low in the dirt, 2-2. But Andrew Miller, they saw him like by the third time they saw him in the NL or in the World Series with the Indians at the time. They were finally able to get to him. So, I mean, I believe David Ross hit a home run off him. So, I mean, you want as many opportunities as you can. 2-2 count, ball high, 3-2 to Seiya Suzuki. And with a 3-2 count, the crowd rises at Wrigley, trying to get a runner on, trying to get the life back at the corner of Clark and Addison. Just don't swing in a bad one. 3-2 count, the pitch, strike 3. Swing and a miss. That's what he's going to do. He's going to make you hit his pitch. And it's not easy. That's why he's one of the best. That ball was in the glove by the time he was able to swing. That's Mason Miller for you. One gone here in the 7th. And now it'll be Carson Kelly. So a couple half innings ago, we showed the interview. I surprised my dad. Definitely the most emotional interview I've ever done. Fly ball shallow. Is it foul territory? Into the crowd, and can't catch it is Luis Arise. With my dad, getting a chance to see or go to our first game together in like 4 years. Sights and sounds of that game coming up in the next half inning. Plus, we're going to have coming up the trailer for my documentary, My Life, My Way 3. Different kind of twists on it this year. It's about my chase for 30, my 30 ballparks. So we'll have a trailer for that. All the way 0-2 to Kelly. 103 miles per hour by Mason Miller. Cubs trying to avoid a game 3. Padres looking to get to a game 3 and have it all on the line tomorrow afternoon. 2:08 Central. Winner just goes up 994 to Milwaukee. Called strike 3 looking. Mason Miller wheeling and dealing here in the 7th. And he's got 2 outs on 9 pitches. So unless they make him work, or do they let him pitch in the 8th? Beautiful pitching there by Mason Miller. So 2 out. And now it'll be Pete Crow Armstrong, the walking strikeout. Ball outside, 1-0. Cubs went 3 up, 3 down against Miller last night. Or yesterday afternoon. 0-1 count. Or 1-0 count. Swing and a miss at 103. See, not many people knew. I mean, he was kind of rotting away in Oakland/Sacramento. And then, I mean, no one knew he was even on the board, and San Diego just pulled it out of their ass to go acquire him. And I believe he's locked up for a while. So Padres going to have that back end of the bullpen that's going to be very tough. So 2-1 count to PCA. He's taken 2 pitches at 103 miles per hour. Way high, 3-1. That one also at 103 miles per hour. 3-0 Padres. Manny Machado with a home run in the, what inning was that? 2 innings ago? 3-1 count, the pitch. Right down the middle at 89. Was in the 5th. The home run by Machado. Full count. Crowd trying to get on their feet. I think they're sick of it because they haven't done anything. Very bad offensive game. Called strike 3. Mason Miller, I believe he struck out, might have been the same stretch of guys. Great job by Mason Miller. We played 7, Padres up 3-0. You're watching Fan Focus Live on the Hello Chicago Network.
Former first baseman number 25, Derek Lee. Finishing the season with 66 home runs and leading MLB with 134 runs and 150 RBI. The 1998 National League MVP. Please welcome 2025 Chicago Cubs Hall of Fame inductee. Welcome back, baby. Welcome back. 21. Welcome back. Wayne and Sammy Sosa.
Hi, welcome back here to Fan Focus Live. Currently, the score is 3-0 Padres. Top half of the 8th inning. Colin Ray, I believe, still in the ball game. And Xander Bogaerts at the plate here in the 8th. It is Colin Ray. This will be a fly ball right field. Losing it, tracking it in the sun is Suzuki, a 1 away. Always makes me nervous no matter what he does. So 1 gone in the top half of the 8th, and now it'll be Ryan O'Hearn. Padres trying to get this to a game 3, which most likely would be around 2:08 tomorrow. Unless, I would think the Dodgers really took care of the Reds in game 1. So, that could be a sweep. You'd think the Yankees are going to put up a fight tonight. Craig Counsell out, call to the bullpen. It's going to be the lefty Taylor Rogers. This should be fun. And we'll be back. we're back. Maybe. There we are. As it's Taylor Rogers, 1 out. 2-1 count to Ryan O'Hearn. Cubs down 3-0. And the 2-1 pitch. Called strike, 2-2. The big hit, obviously, in this game was the home run by Machado. Besides that, hasn't fouled away. Hasn't been much here in game 2. Great job by Dylan Cease. They're showing him now. By everyone out of that bullpen. We'll see if will they give the 8th inning to Mason Miller. 2-2. Ground ball. This one will be to second. Horner gets it, throws to first, and that's out number 2. So 2 gone here in the top of the 8th. In the next half inning, stay tuned. We're going to watch as I will release the trailer for the first time for my documentary, My Life, My Way 3, which is usually stuff about my personal life is what I'm doing. But this year, it's going to be about my chase for 30 baseball stadiums that I finished in April. Bryce Johnson, 0 for 1 today. It was originally Gavin Sheets, then Jose Iglesias. Now Bryce Johnson. Rogers, who's kind of got rocked a little bit as a Cub. Called strike. One count. Called strike 1 and 2. One-two pitch, 2 outs here in the 8th. Fly ball, left center. It'll be Pete Crow Armstrong making the catch. So the Cubs got with their bullpen able to get out of that. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Cubs have 6 outs to get 3 runs. Now let's look at the trailer for My Life, My Way.
This will be legit. This is the first time I'm actually putting it on, and now I feel like I'm in the middle of a press conference where they sit and wait. But I haven't tried this on. Looks good. Feels good.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, Dansby Swanson going to lead things off. Cubs trying to get something when it is Mason Miller again. Ball way inside. Try to get that pitch count up, because I mean, the offense is going to need to get going. I know they did yesterday, but you got to be able to get to, because then tomorrow, when you have to most likely face Yu Darvish. Called strike. You saw the trailer to My Life My Way. It'll premiere Thanksgiving night. In between the games, the 3:30 game and the 7 p.m. game. Filed away. Just an interview I did in Anaheim on my last one, and my fiance Renee asked me a bunch of questions, so answer that. So that'll be the premiere Thanksgiving night, 3rd year in a row. The first one came out on the 1 year anniversary of me coming out, and then the last 2 years have been Thanksgiving. So looking forward to that. 2-2 count now on Dansby Swanson. It'll be Swanson, Shaw, Bush, as the offense just has not been there thanks to the Padre pitching. Tap foul off Fermin. And now Fermin's hurt. It's not funny. It's just seems like everyone on the Padres is taking a licking. That one went. Bounced off the knee and into the inner thigh. 2-2 count. The count, the pitch. Swanson Miller continues to deal. Unhittable, 103 miles per hour. And this is what, I mean, odds are they keep using him like this. I mean, I don't know if he could do it the whole postseason. But we'll see. Cubs bats need to get it going. They don't want to, or do they want to face him a third time tomorrow? He has faced, Mason Miller has struck out the last 10 batters he has faced. Number 9 hitter Matt Shaw coming up. And it'll be a pinch hitter. It'll be Moises Ballesteros. I can never say his name. So that I'm not sure who would be the third baseman after this. Maybe Turner? I don't even know if Willie Castro's on the roster. Ball 1-0 in the dirt. Rookie against a guy that throws 103 miles per hour. See what he can do. 1-0 count, the pitch. Ball, oh, they're going to call it on the corner, 1-1. From Miller, and 103 miles per hour, and Moises just a swinging. Probably the biggest hit of Moises' young career, the big hit he had in Milwaukee. I believe that he came up with the bases loaded and hit a bases clearing double. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Just making it look easy. 5th strikeout in 5 batters. That's now 11 straight batters he has struck out. So 2 gone in the 8th, and now it'll be back to the top of the order and Michael Busch. So 2 away, and now it'll be Michael Busch, 1-0 count. Coming up in the next half inning, we will be announcing and showing what the our next Fan Focus Live is. We've done one for September, and Bush gets hit by the pitch. So now Nico Horner will come to the plate. So our next Fan Focus Live we'll be announcing that in the next half inning. That ball hit, maybe just grazed the foot of Michael Bush, and that's going to be it. So he might definitely still has some bullets in the armor for if they need him in a big spot tomorrow. But he was lights out. Great job by Mason Miller. Call to the bullpen. Cubs have a runner on, 2 outs in the 8th. Let's see what they can do. We'll be back on Fan Focus Live. Robert Suarez now, and he's their closer, so odds are he's going to try to get the next 4 outs, and it'll be Nico Horner coming to the plate. So if the score holds up, it'll be a winner-take-all tomorrow afternoon at Wrigley. And again, the team that has lost first, as of now, it could happen before the Cub game's over tomorrow, because if Cleveland wins tomorrow, they'll be the first one. But I mean, the bats have just been completely shut down by Padre pitching. Hopefully they'll bounce back tomorrow afternoon. First pitch to Horner, fouled away 0-1. So an 0-1 count to Horner, runner at first, 3-0 Padres. Manny Machado 2-run homer, really. And it makes it feel like it's bigger than the lead that they have. Like I think I said it yesterday while watching the game. I'm like, that 1-0 game felt like it was like a 10-0 game. Ball low. 1-1. Suarez, I don't think he's been exactly perfect. So a 1-1 count from Suarez to Nico Horner, the pitch. Down the line, twisting and caught by Fernando Tatis Jr. He jumped up, made the catch, everything going the Padres' way, because that would have really possibly sparked a rally. To the 9th, 3-0 Padres is a game 3 tomorrow. You're watching Fan Focus Live, but now let's take a look at what the next Fan Focus Live will be. Welcome back to Fan Focus Live. Top half of the ninth inning coming up. 1-0 to Jake Cronenworth from Rogers. It'll be Cronenworth, Fermin, and then the top of the order and Fernando Tatis Jr. Ball 2-0. If this score stands, it'll be a game 3 winner take all tomorrow, where the winner will face the Brewers on Saturday. Ground ball, second base. Nico Horner there. He'll throw to first, and that's one away. So one gone here in the top half of the ninth. And I think this does give some momentum now and some motivation to the Padres. And Craig Counsell going to come back out, call to the bullpen. Rogers is going to be done. And I'm not sure who's going to come in here now. It's going to be, I think, is that Soroka? Now it'll be Soroka. So again, they're using these guys in bits and pieces. So odds are they're going to be available tomorrow. And Soroka, of course, got acquired here from the trade deadline. So we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll see what happens there as they try to stop it. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back. So as you saw right there, our next fan focus will be Sunday, November 23rd, right before Thanksgiving. It'll be Bears Steelers Sunday afternoon. Aaron Rodgers returns. I know you can make all the Packer jokes. He returns home as he'll face the Bears as of now. So Sunday, November 23rd, our next fan focus live. I know we had these first two really close together, but I wanted to get the chance to do a playoff game. But the fact that I did one where they haven't scored is rough. So 0-1 the count to Fermin, called strike 0-2. Cubs in the ninth. They need 3. They will have Hap, Tucker, Suzuki up in the bottom half of the ninth. And then, of course, we'll have obviously we're not doing anything tomorrow. We'll have a full focus at 3:12 Central on Friday, completely recapping this series, possibly previewing the division series. So stay tuned for that. That is coming up on Friday, 3:12 Central, sending you into the weekend. So a 2-2 count on Fermin, number 9 hitter in the order. Padres still are not exactly killing the baseball, but they're able to Shota Imanaga has been the rough one. This will be a ground ball to second, throw to first, and that'll be out number 2. So 2 gone in the ninth. And now it'll be Fernando Tatis Jr. who made that nice catch that probably saved a rally from the Cubs. They're showing it right now. It was a deep drive by Horner. And that ball gets over his head. That's like Triple's alley down the right field line. And then Tatis goes to catch the ball, or he catches it, and then he was going to throw it in the crowd and waves off the crowd. So it'll be a ground ball to short, 1 hopper to Swanson, and that's the inning. So again, the pitching hasn't been that bad. The 2 runs given up by Shota. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 3 to tie, 4 to win. You're watching Fan Focus Live on the Hello Chicago Network. I got the Toronto Blue Jays defeating the Boston Red Sox. I'm very high on the Toronto Blue Jays. I think that's going to be it's going to be a key. You're going to see an AL East battle there. Blue Jays are going to have home field advantage. Red Sox are going to come in out of the wild card. For the NL, I think the Dodgers are going to get there, but I think that hangover. We haven't seen a repeat champion. We're not going to see it this year. I got Phillies over Dodgers. Therefore, your World Series for 2025 is going to be the Phillies taking on the Blue Jays, and the Phillies are going to be your 2025 World Series champions. Again, Phillies and Blue Jays are a quote-unquote rival, but I got Phillies over Blue Jays in the 2025 World Series. And we're back here on Fan Focus Live. Again, our next one will be Sunday, November the 23rd. Bears and the Steelers. So looking forward to that one. Aaron Rodgers returns to Soldier Field. First time as not a Packer. Cubs need 3 to tie, 4 to win here in the 9th. If not, game 3, winner take all tomorrow afternoon. It looks like it'll be you, Darvish, Jameson, Taillon. Cubs are going to need some offense. I mean, I know they scored 3 runs yesterday, and they were able to get in, feel the momentum. But today, the Padres pitching just showed up, and it's quickly 2-0 to Ian Happ. It'll be Happ, Tucker, and Suzuki here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Cubs' last chance. Cubs look like they were starting to form a rally in the ball game the other day, or in that last half inning, I should say. 2-1 count to Ian Happ, who has struck out twice and a ground out today. Fly ball left field. Not much movement. Merrill is there, and he'll make the catch. Or no, excuse me, that's Bryce Johnson. That's out number 1. So 1 gone here in the 9th. Padres got their eyes on winning 2 straight in Chicago. Saw a lot of Padre fans upset going into this one, thinking it was over. But if they pitch like this, but again, the chunk of their runs were given up. The runs were given up by 2 of the 3 were given up by Shota, who just continues to give up the long ball. Ball 1-0 to Kyle Tucker. All game, if there are however many, as of right now, what it's looking like is half of the docket's going to have game 3s tomorrow. Swing and a miss 0-1 to Tucker. Guardians won today, so they force a game 3. And then Padres doing it, and the Yankees, Red Sox, that game will be beginning in just minutes. Looking forward to watching that. Line drive for Tucker, base hit. So a 1-out single for Kyle Tucker, and that'll bring Seiya Suzuki to the plate. So the Cubs not exactly dead yet. 1 out. Suzuki 1 for 3, had a double down the line earlier. Called strike 0-1 to Suarez. Then we'll have to see, like tomorrow, will Mason Miller, he pitched got 5 outs, then a hit by pitch. See if he'll be available tomorrow. 0-1, swing and a miss. High out of the zone at 101 miles per hour. Wrigley Field on their feet as they're hoping to try to get something going. Even to try to avoid being shut out. 0-2 count, the pitch. Ball high, 1-2. The tying run as of now is on deck, and it's Carson Kelly who homered to give them the lead last night or yesterday. Didn't feel like the shadows were much of a factor of this one as it was in game 1. Fouled away again by Seiya. Thank you everyone that tuned in today. Like I said, our next Fan Focus Live, a lot of time away. We're going to do one a month, but probably do a couple football ones in November and December. Then probably January, get into the winter teams, which is the Bulls and the Blackhawks. Fouled away again at 100 miles per hour. So it should be fun. Enjoy doing these Fan Focus Lives. I know not a lot of people tuning into this one. It's a playoff game, so that's a learning lessons. Probably should have, because I mean, people don't want to sit and watch me babble, but I appreciate anyone that tuned in. Say Suzuki. Now he's in swing mode. I would think, no, ball, 2-2. I would have thought they maybe would have tried to throw something low there and get him out. So it has already been announced Darvish is going tomorrow for the Padres. He hasn't pitched lights out, but you don't think he wants to pitch a lights out? The last playoff series at Wrigley, he pitched one of those games for the Cubs against the Marlins where they lost both those games in 2020 with no fans. 2-2 count, a pitch. In the dirt, 3-2. Great eye by Seiya Suzuki. Mike Schilt chomping on that gum a little harder because you're a ball away from possibly the tying run coming to the plate. Towels waving on the corner of Clark and Addison. Can Seiya Suzuki come through? Not swinging a bad pitch. 3-2 count, the pitch. Ground ball to short. Underhand to second. Gets him at first, and that's the ball game. So the Cubs rally falls short. Padres force a game 3 winner take all tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be Yu Darvish most likely against Jameson Taillon. What a game for the Padres. They got the hitting, they got the pitching, and now a winner take all tomorrow afternoon. Thank you very much for watching Fan Focus Live. We're back with a Fan Focus Live on Sunday, November the 23rd for Bears Steelers. We're back to focus Friday, 3:12 Central, where we're fully recapping the wild card series with the Padres, and hopefully we'll have something to preview as well. I'm Ryan Yanishadis. This has been Fan Focus Live on the Hello Chicago Network.